The Reaper is here.
Scamly Podcast, man. Welcome to the Scamly. I got one of my dogs in the building, man. Who we got in the building today?
Yoson Tala.
Yo, son, how you coming, gang?
Man, I'm coming. Only way is to show how I'm coming. You feel me? Like everybody reach in a world full of reaches. The best way to get your point across is to show. You feel me?
You know that.
It's too many whooping ass, overreaching ass, overdoing ass, over talking ass motherfuckers. Show people what you do, and they simply can judge what they want from it. You feel me?
You know that.
That's all I'm about showing.
How your year been coming, man? I know you been moving and grooving, man. I know you just came back from Miami, man. How was that?
Miami was crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, like I shouldn't even be here right now. I had to come see you though, but Miami crazy. I fuck around, be back on the plane in the next day or two for real. Rolling Loud coming up. There's a lot of opportunities out there to go out there and turn up some crowds and shit. Shout out Todd, you know what I'm saying, whole sniper gang, Kodak, niggas showing love. Shout out Yak, all South Florida people. Shout out Chico. Man. Steve-O, goddamn Chad, like everybody that was on point down there. The list goes on and on. Like Cash, Florida got nothing but love. I hate leaving Florida. I'm finna move back to Florida. I ain't gonna lie.
So just for everybody that's not really like in tune with the Rolling Loud coalition, what is Rolling Loud?
So Rolling Loud is one of the biggest hip hop festivals that they have. It tours around like 3 or 4 different places. I think it started in Cali. And it's like 2, 3 other places they go to.
I know they go to Miami, New York.
They go to Miami, they go to New York, and it's just big hip hop shit. Like
sure.
Everybody on there, Class A, B, C, all the rap niggas gonna be there. Motherfuckers gonna be turning up, man. It's one of the best ones in Miami because of the weather right now, and they got a dope ass location for that shit. So I'd always be jumping over there in Biscayne area by Bayside.
So before we get started, man, you one of the like few artists from this region that has broke through from being just a local artist to being a national artist. You know what I'm saying? Even though you still, like I say, you still on the grind. What separates you from most of your contemporaries from the region?
The work ethic, most importantly, the work ethic. I put the work in. I really do this shit. I really live this shit, first of all. So when you really living and dedicated your life to this shit, then it eventually will show. It eventually you'll get blessed like how I was getting blessed and how I've been getting blessed. That's how I'm still be able to hear. I'm still alive. I still got the opportunity to travel and make money doing what I love. And doors constantly open. It's consistency. It's work. You know what I'm saying? You can't get hard work is gonna always pay off. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
People don't believe that, but that's the truth.
I know you're a real conscious person, a real spiritual person. What's the meaning behind your name, Yoson Tala?
Yoson, it's an African origin. It means freedom is key to expose truth. I got it from my cousin Damian Cruz, rest in peace. Dame G. Folks died some years ago. That was like one of my elders who really showed me how to survive in these streets. And just one of them real ass street niggas. Niggas know what it is with Dame G, Etna Boy, 5th Block, 5th and Jackson. Niggas know about Damian Cruz, Cruz Brothers, period. Nathaniel Cruz, Nate G, Tattoo. Niggas know them niggas in the G, like, straight up. They would play no games out here. But yeah, I got it from him. That was his name when he passed away. And I was, at the time, my name was Currency. Then I found out that Lil Wayne had a rap nigga named Currency. So I'm like, I don't want to be named after no other niggas. I ain't want to be like everybody with Lil this and Lil that and Big this and Big that. Like, I need a real meaningful name. You feel me? 100%. Like, so I thought about him like he was dedicating his life to the music, and it's a meaningful name, and it was a unique name. And really, the crazy thing about how he got the name, he got it in the penitentiary from when he used to call his mama, and you know, when they be like, you have a collect call from, and he used to be like, your son. Right? So niggas in the joint started calling him Yo Son. That's how he got it. But when I got it, I did the origin check on it, the African origin. It means freedom is key to expose truth. So I'm like, damn, for sure I'm taking the name. You feel me? This motherfucker is it. This the one. So I'm like, yeah, I switched my name instantly. Fuck the Currency shit. I had some rap songs out with that shit. I was off that shit instantly when I found out there was another currency in the industry. So that's how the name Yo Son came. Tala stands for Taliban, short. To all loyal affiliates, that's a movement. That's a big movement started in Gary, Indiana, my hood. You know, it's a lot of other Talas around here. Some of them real, some of them fake, but that shit started right over here in Glen Park, West Side.
Now, like I said, I know you've been everywhere, bro. You've been performing everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just too many places. What's the importance to come back to your city?
It's important and it ain't important. I'll tell you the importance. The importance is you want to make sure that you're doing something for some people. If you got any success going in your career, as a person that comes from the mud and street shit, you want to make sure you giving back to your hood no matter what. If you a leader, you know what I'm saying, that come with it. You can't be a leader and not do the shit that come with be leadership. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas don't do that. I know niggas who so-called got motion in the city. I never seen them niggas do no giveaways. I ain't never seen them niggas give away no coats. I ain't never seen them niggas open no establishments, no community centers. They don't fuck with the youth. None of that shit. Like, real talk. I don't be seeing that shit. I've been doing this shit damn near 13, 14 years of my guys. Shout out to the Trap, Don Julio, Shorty, Voodoo Lounge, you know what I'm saying? Niggas know my circle. And we always, like, even before the motion was coming, we was taking money out of our pockets to do that shit. Cause it's like, we understood that.
Sure.
Like, and you ain't even gotta be in music. If you a leader in your community and you get money in your community, whether you known or not, you should be giving some of that money back to the hood in one form or fashion. That's like the taxes for that shit, bro.
No, for sure.
Like, yeah.
So what's your religion, bro? I always want to ask you that. Like,
well, I wouldn't say a religion. My spiritual preference is an Ifa. I'm an Ifa initiation and an Aberisha. You know what I'm saying? I pray to Ifa. I pray to the Orisha. Yeah, it's real simple. Yeah, Ifa and Orisha for sure. My ancestors. Depends how you want to break it down, but there's categories to it. So I ain't really gonna get too deep in it. But if anybody who know what Ifa is, that's what I'm on. Ifa and Orisha and ancestor Egun. So African spirituality come from the Yoruba people. The found place, Ile Ife, Nigeria, a place in Nigeria, the Holy Land. You feel me? And that's what it is. Yeah.
So with your spirituality, like, how does that factor into your music? Like, how does that like help you, like, when you creating?
If you understand energy and then you understand how energy works and how to evoke energy, is something most people will never understand. Or chanting to evoke an energy or to evoke spirits, then you wouldn't even understand. Like what you really are is this so-called human species. But people think being a human is like some little low dimensional shit though. But really you really like Superman and Clark Kent though. You really got the ability to do some shit in the energy and the spirit world. But if you don't know yourself enough, then you won't even. That's a conversation ain't even for you. You feel me? Like,
for sure.
That shit exceeds your understanding limits. But if you know yourself, the more you know, the more you grow. Then you can start doing things and really manifesting and getting the success and opportunities and dodging your enemies and, you know, 100%. Things you need out here to be successful in the world and conquer the world.
I've been seeing a lot of Chicago artists and a lot of these young artists embracing the Muslim faith and you know, Islam and whatnot. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about a lot of these young brothers taking up Islam?
I feel like I definitely feel like a lot of them doing it just for certain reasons and they aren't really into it. I just feel like that way. Not really getting into detail. I just be seeing when things start beginning to wave, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could be a lot of niggas doing some shit because they on some following shit because another nigga doing shit. Because I see niggas do stupid shit every day and other niggas do stupid shit right behind them and glorify it like it's the realest shit ever. If you doing it and it's bringing forth positivity in your life, you're doing it for the right reasons. No matter what your God name is or your spiritual preference. Because it ain't none of my business to be looking in your mat about what you praying to. But, you know, if they doing it right and it's helping them and, you know, become a positive person, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
but make sure that you're doing and you really believe in what you so-called, your faith is. You feel me?
You know that. Yeah. Let me ask you this. If you could bring back one artist from the dead, whether it's a singer or a rapper, if you could bring one artist back from the dead to do a song with, who would it be?
Michael Jackson. Easy question.
Okay, break that down.
I mean, I'm from Gary, Indiana. I'm a Michael Jackson baby, born and raised on the Gary shit. I worship Michael Jackson. Nigga tatted on my back as a kid. Like, my mom was the type of mom who fucking put Michael Jackson videos on. I was cool. I was
Lady
chilling.
of My Life, all that.
Yeah. The nigga's just like a god for real. And to see him die how he did and how the industry did him is sad. It just lets you know the potency of the world. The world ain't what people be thinking it is. And with success and all that shit, it comes slimes and fucking snakes and all the reptilian ass figures that's coming to fucking take everything you got. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
They be knowing the influence, but them motherfuckers be really wanting to kill you. That'd be the bottom line. I don't give a fuck. Once you start wanting to do anything that they don't agree with, they coming for you and all your shit, for real. That's sad reality. But Michael Jackson, the GOAT, he'll always be the GOAT. I don't know nobody damn near more creative than him with the spirit and like just his whole shit. He was something different.
Do you think there's been an artist that's come close to him?
Yeah, in a different genre, Pac. Pac was that type of artist, the potency level with him. It's a certain combination, and I still ain't seen that combination still to this day. As far as nobody that can compare to Pac. Like, he had a combination of characteristics that was exceeding niggas' limits. I still ain't seen that combination still. I still ain't seen it. I heard it like that. That nigga was a different type of nigga, not yet. But niggas come close though, cause everybody dope in their own ways. But yeah, definitely Pac was probably one of them.
A lot of people say you got Chris Brown and like a Usher. Do you think that's a good comparison?
Kind of, sort of, because I fuck with Chris Brown and I fuck with him for different reasons. I fuck with his character. I fuck with how he coming in the music. He definitely legendary as fuck. He's special to last as long as he did. Very creative. Nigga dance, sing. He can even rap. Nigga play sports, all that shit. So he definitely one of them niggas for sure. He definitely he a golden child for sure. I fuck with him.
For somebody that's watching right now that never heard your music, and they was on listening to the awesome music, what would be the first song you would tell them to play from Yoson Tala?
I got so much music. I've been doing this shit for a while. But it's like I got songs talking about like African gods, the gods of Africa and stuff like that, but it just depends what they wanted to hear, what they stimulated off of. But if they want to know the more, the serious side of me, man, I don't even know. Like, I would say go to Storytellers.
Okay.
If you want to know my story as far as this Gary life and this Gary like sound and what me and my brothers created, you'll go to any of my Storytellers projects online. Start with there. It's just real. What me and my niggas represent, what blocks we from, how we really come up, things we really did, and shit like that. Like our whole struggle. Me and my brother, shout out my brother Willie Bobo, Kodak. You know what I'm saying? My other brothers passed away, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Breezy, Corey Hood. They was here, they helped foundate this, everything we had going. But if you want to know about real Gary life and some shit that came from Gary with a different sound, real lyrical shit, any Storyteller projects you see that me and Willie Bobo did, that's some good rap shit. That's some good Gary shit. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Gary, whenever people put their top list out, their favorite artist from Gary, they always mention Yoson Tala. How does it feel? Does it stimulate your ego, or how does it feel just being like one in everybody's top list when it comes to the city?
I mean, I be thinking it's like that, but it's like what be killing me about my own city, like. Niggas know I love the fuck out my city because, nigga, you can always catch me going through that bitch. I be around this motherfucker for real because I'm always going to be hands-on because I got shit going on around here. So I'm always going to be tapped into my own shit and I ain't never leaving nobody else to be responsible for my shit. So I always show my face and go places and interact with people hands-on to show them, like, you ain't never just got to go away and never come back and fuck with niggas. I'm here really to inspire. That's what I'm here for. You should be living through me. You should be looking at what I'm doing and saying, I could do this shit. Folks doing this shit. He come from right around the corner. Why I can't do this shit? You should be soaking up game while I'm giving you game and really just running with that shit. Information is everything. But people don't want to listen and shit. Everybody want to talk. But information is power. You listen to somebody give you the right information, then you carry out these things, you can get to where you want to get to. That's how I got here. Watching niggas move how they move, being observant, shutting the fuck up and just taking notes. And then carrying that shit out for myself, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the more things you got going out here, niggas are never, it's just like that. Niggas ain't gonna never appreciate a real nigga from their city like that. You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong when I say this. I got some real ass niggas in all these hoods in the G that really fuck with me. Before music, just real concrete baby shit. And they know what it is, and we still bonded because of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your niggas who really don't know you and on the outside looking in, wonder why niggas fuck with you. They hating for no reason. You got niggas mad about bitches that you probably don't even give a fuck about. They mad as hell. You got niggas who don't like you because of the niggas that don't like you that they cool with. They in they body. Like, it just be a whole lot of hoe shit going on that you don't even be knowing about. But you can feel the negativity and see how niggas be moving incorrectly around you. And you be like, you got to pump your fakes. And like, I can't even be fucking with the city like that because these niggas ain't even really fucking with me like that. Even though I know it's real support in my city. But I'm saying, like, why I'm going to continue to do shit and be helping niggas feed they fucking kids and putting coats on babies' backs and shit. And, for years of this shit, all this shit niggas that did, nigga, we was pulling up whole big ass trucks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, Black Men United. The Visionaries Initiative, shout out Johnny Crusher, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was coming through with truckloads during the pandemic. Nobody was doing that shit. It's pulling up in U-Hauls, nigga, me and my niggas, like lines of cars feeding the youth. Not once, not twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. You feel me? For years of this shit, like, and then the niggas be trying to come like, nigga, I done helped your baby before, boy. Like, I don't be understanding these niggas, but that don't mean I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. I just be watching that shit and it just be throwing me off like niggas on the support system is fucked. I go out of town, I live like a fucking king, like for real. And people respecting it be real love. You can feel it. Ain't even real love ain't a conversation. You can feel it. Nigga gonna treat you like that. I don't be wanting for shit when I be out of town. Man, on my soul. You would think I was born there. You feel me? I'm Atlanta, you think I was born in Atlanta. When I'm in Florida, you think I was born in Florida. My niggas and my family members, they pulling up with everything I need. You feel me? Wherever I'm at, it's just like that. But, different folks, different strokes. Niggas move how they move.
You know that. So, if you was to just get some advice or get some game to somebody coming up in the city, like, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, stop trying to be like any other motherfucker you looking at. First of all, be yourself, get comfortable with yourself, and know yourself. Get more introduced to yourself. Know yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly of yourself. Spend time by yourself in order to know yourself. So you ain't got to be looking up to no hoe-ass niggas and thinking that's what you supposed to be like. You feel me? Be yourself. Don't be no bitch-ass nigga. It's a lot of bitch-ass niggas out here, Pat. The worst thing you could be doing is following another hoe-ass nigga. Hey, why would you want to be like this? These niggas is clowns, bro. These niggas' characters flawed. You feel me? They don't treat people right. They do slime, grease ball shit. They ain't standing on no business. They ain't trying to learn nothing. They don't take care of their family. They don't take care of their kids. Them niggas ain't on shit. You feel me? Like, fuck you hanging with these niggas for?
Just based on what you've seen and like you being in the game for so long, what's really the biggest thing you think holding Gary back from being a big mainstream city like Atlanta, New York, or Chicago?
First of all, it's the unity. There ain't no unity around here. You know it ain't no unity. Think about it. Check this out. When hoods first started separating in Gary, it used to be like this a whole hood, this a whole hood, that a whole hood, this a hood, this a hood. The shit's so ununified to the point now, years later, even that hood is 5, 6, 7 hoods within a hood now. You feel me? Because niggas don't want to stay structured. Niggas don't want to be in structure. And structure is the only things that keep things together. You feel me? Don't nobody want to listen to nobody. Don't nobody want to be bonded with nobody. Don't nobody want to be unified with nobody. And that's the weirdest shit ever when you already got a small ass city. Really all we got is each other. This ain't no big city. We should be trying to support each other more than ever and come together to shine a light on this little motherfucker because we small. It's like a small nigga on the basketball court. But if that nigga hard, he hard and he gonna prove to you feel me? We should have that same type of energy. You know what I'm saying? But niggas so far away from that shit, man. Niggas so fucking, we don't even know why. Niggas come to gas stations mugging each other, nigga black just like you. Niggas don't even know why we so fucking cursed, bro. Like, it's fucked up out here, dog. It's fucked up out here. That's in the world too, boy. Black folks hate black folks. That shit's so sad.
Now let me ask you this: a lot of people have been saying that Indiana's been having the spotlight on them. Shout out to Screwly, and there's a lot of people doing their thing for the reason. Do you think that Gary or Indiana will ever be a big market for hip hop?
I don't know about a big market. I'm just a realistic type of nigga. I base my answers off like facts and like seeing direction and shit. Big, I mean, we can only, how much big shit can we really do? Facts. The biggest concert, where would we throw a big concert right now in Gary? Let's be honest. With a good sound system and people gonna be secured. It ain't gonna get no bigger than the club. You feel me? If not, then motherfuckers will be throwing shit other places. You feel me? Yeah. It could be bigger than what it is, but if it ain't no unity and it ain't no fucking unity, then what the fuck is we doing?
I think one of the biggest concerts I ever seen out here was back in the day, man. I had went to see Bow Wow like 2002 or some shit like that, but it was at the Genesis.
Yeah, shit like that.
That shit was fat.
We ain't even got the biggest building in our system up and running, and that's the Genesis, and that's just the big. That's the fucking arena. We had basketball teams work there. Fucking circus used to come through there. Facts. So if the city ain't, and I ain't saying the city ain't because we got Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. He busting his move to get things back in order, and I believe in you, And if we ain't even got facilities like that, we can't even talk about taking things to the next scale. You feel me? That's the whole reason why I pushed away from the city. I always fuck with Chicago because that's my market. Yeah, I'm a Gary nigga, but I've been raised around niggas that still some of my realest niggas to the day in Chicago hoods. And I ain't got to be screaming that out. Niggas know what it is with me. I'm plugged with niggas all around this fucking country in real life. Like niggas who make shit move. You feel me? And I've been in Chicago market. Shout out 92.3, 107.5. They always support me and shit. All the radio stations be supporting the niggas. Sean Dale,
Ferris,
Real T. Like all niggas support a nigga. So, but I'm also not from Chicago too, though. You gotta keep that in mind. So You know what I'm saying? It's only
Nah,
so much.
100%.
It's only so much a motherfucker might do for you, for real. You feel me? So it's a task. So I had to get on the road independently to get my point across. I'm from a small ass town. Barely any media around here. No radio stations over here. None of the shit that people who get on from their cities have. No resources. I'm gonna have to work harder to get my name across. That's the whole reason why I went to London. Okay, guess what? None of you niggas going across seas over independently. You feel me? That's why I even came up with the whole concept. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do some different shit. I gotta do some different shit just to get some notoriety.
Nah, how was that?
That was life changing. It's life changing. I love it. I love everything about London. I love, man. I fuck with London so hard. Changed everything about me, man. Like, I can't wait to get back to London. I love it. I love it a lot. It's just, if you ever get a chance, you want to visit somewhere, go to London, man. That shit is a whole nother world itself. There's some beautiful people out there, man. There's some real ass niggas out there. Some real people out there. It's dope. It's just, the architecture, all that shit is just dope, man. The fashion is just, it's another world, but that shit is so dope. And they love fucking Americans. They love Americans. They love it. They worship you. You don't even know that. You so uneducated, you don't even know you got people who worship you in other countries. The same shit they do here. People come here and sit here and they ain't got to do this and do that, collect money. You can go to other countries and do that. That's a jewel. Write that down.
So, now let me ask you this. When did you first realize that you outgrew your neighborhood?
When I got an opportunity to leave, doing my first situation with Pooch and Black Diamond and Mag, and Block Royal and Blaze and them, you know what I'm saying? I knew, you know, we started in Gary, but then we, you know, the situation took its stroll to Atlanta. That's when I knew. I'm like, damn. When I got my first situation with a real label that was doing shit for artists, I was like, okay. I knew the sky was the limit then, you feel me? Like, I already seen it, you feel me? And we was already fucking with all kind of stars and shit, nigga. We was bringing niggas, we brought Rick Ross to Gary. I had Tretch riding around, Tretch, Naughty by Nature riding in the truck, you feel me? Like, going to strip clubs, getting fucked up, nigga. I had niggas in the passenger seat, niggas taking niggas, hey, we was turning up. I'm like, okay, we could really do something with this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? But I had to see it through others. Other people I came up taking me out of town, that's when I already knew it's more to life. That's why I be trying to take as many young niggas as possible with me out of town so they can see this shit. Because seeing is believing. If you're not showing niggas nothing different, they'll never believe it's different. You know what I'm saying? They see that shit on the internet. Nah, you got to take a nigga to a palm tree. Take a nigga to South Beach. Take a nigga to Atlanta. Take a nigga somewhere. Let them see that water. Let them see these bad bitches. Let them see these cars, these motherfucking cribs. Let them know, nigga, it's more than that little bitty ass booger we live in. You feel me? Motherfucker got to get outside and see this shit. Just build them up. Get them excited. Get his motherfucking think-o-meter going. You feel me? Get his fucking mind right. You want to get some fucking money out here. Yeah, you want this motherfucking foreign, don't you? You want to get motivated, nigga, pipe up. We're going to have to do some shit. We can't be doing the same shit we've been doing. We're going to have to figure this out. Take some chances, you feel me? Yeah. But the nigga will never know that if you ain't showing them. You got to show a nigga. Fuck telling them. You want your kids to know about Disney? What you do? You took them to Disney World, right? Yeah.
No, facts. Now, let me ask you this. How did it feel, bro, that first time you heard yourself on the radio?
Oh, that was amazing. I ain't gonna lie. Anytime you hear yourself on the radio, it's amazing.
The very first time.
Very first time.
Yo, son, turn on.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
that shit was it was an accomplishment. That's what it is. It was like an accolade. It was an accomplishment. It's like a trophy. It's like, okay. It's levels to shit. Things in your box that you got and you wish to be done. So when that finally got scratched off my list, I'm like, yeah. Like a nigga actually got his shit on the radio, you know?
So, just take us back, man. We got so far into this. So, what was it like your first time ever hopping in the studio?
Well, first of all, I got introduced to this shit by one of the homies. This shit, he owned the label, and I just was hanging around. You know what I'm saying? I was just getting money, doing what I do in the streets as a young nigga. I really was just into getting money and like hooping and shit at the time, but that was at a time where the streets was coming on fierce and niggas was like shoes and size, niggas getting shot up, have.
So you was hooping before this?
Yeah, I was hooping. I've been hooping my whole life. I still hoop. But it's like the music shit got introduced to me. Like I was hooping and I hooped all the way to high school. I could have went to college. I kind of fucked that situation up because at that time I was in the struggle between street shit and hanging with a bunch of street niggas that was on that, and we was on that. But my first love was sports because my family was, they sports fanatics. My abuelo and my tío, they like real deep Puerto Ricans in the sport, so they really like put me under their deodorant and taught me how to hoop for real, taught me how to be a cold pitcher, so I was cold in that shit. So it was like my first love, you know what I'm saying? I looked at that as a way to get out the hood first. But then when you get in high school and you start doing savage shit and different shit was coming up, then I was kind of confused, off the shits and shit like that. So I ended up choosing rap because my big homie had a label already at the time. He already had signed a couple of my little homies. So I'm like, damn, these niggas rapping for real. They riding around with their face on rap vans and shit and taking them out of town, videos, and photo shoots and clothes, and they living that shit for real. I'm like, damn, this the move right here. But I wasn't still into it because I never was that type of nigga to do nothing just because other niggas doing it. I'm always been a nigga that stay comfortable in my own skin and walking my own route, on my own time. So I was around my niggas. They was cold. They was killing rap sessions in high school. Them niggas was spitting on lunch hour, have a whole crowd around them. They liked that. Shout out Willie Bobo, Quickster. You know what I'm saying? And they was doing their shit. So I just was inspired by that. I always been a music worshiper though, because music is what helped niggas get through in the streets. We all gravitate to some batch of music, and that's really what fueled us to, keep going. Coming up in the ghetto, the music is like motivational. We be needing that shit, you know what I'm saying?
You talking that shit. You talking that shit.
Go hand in hand with ghetto people.
So break this down. For a lot of like young artists that's tuning in, let them know how that tour life is, man. I know you've been on so many tours. Just tell them how that tour life is.
Tour life is crazy, man. Like, you just can't get lost in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get to touring and shit, you gotta be like, you gotta be disciplined, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be disciplined, and just be focused, you know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the shit that don't matter. You wanna make sure your showmanship right, your show is together. Add as much shit to the stage as possible to make, get your shit popping. Make sure you practicing and breathing right. Don't be getting too high. Don't be getting all drunk before the performances. You know what I'm saying? Use rubbers, man. Don't be knocking motherfucking randoms up and knocking up random bitches in motherfucking cities and states and going to the next one and shit. Like, just stay focused, man. But because tour life is crazy, and it's a lot that come with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that come with that shit for real. Like, so you gotta make sure you focus.
What's your studio kit? When your son goes to the studio, like what's your studio kit? What you need when you go to the studio?
My studio kit, man, my shit. Really, I just need a little stimulation. Whatever I'm stimulating on, vibing on. And really, the most important person to me is the producer and the engineer in my studio. That's why I only fuck with certain producers and engineers. Shout out my brother Malcolm Flex. He one of the best niggas I made a lot of magical music with. And a couple others. My brother COA boy from Gary. Man, so many other niggas like my brother Hotwire in Atlanta. But it's really about the producer and the engineer. I need him to be involved in that shit. You feel me? Like, I don't need a nigga just be sitting there pressing buttons with me. I'm gonna go in here and do some things. You're gonna be outside of here controlling some things. Let's make magic with this shit. You feel me? Let's bring the best out the records. Make sure to bring the best out. Put the right words to the right tracks and bring the best and make the best out of every song. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I might have a little sip. I ain't gonna get too drunk. A little smoke. A little, I might have some shits around. It might be a fine ass motherfucker into enough for motivational purposes. Some feminine energy is decent in the studio.
Now let's get into that. We know you the heartbreak kid. All that. Now how do I ask this? How do you manage the women and the music life and still, just that balance? How do you find that balance?
I mean, it's hard to balance. That's the reason I'm single right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to do music and deal with women. You gotta find a bitch that can really understand your grind. Like, people so controlling that they want to control you. Like, a woman, not all women, of course, but some women to get with you when they be trying to control your motion. Like, do you know what the fuck I do? And what I really did to get this little motion I got going. Like, I'm not dropping this shit for you. Like, you can't control me. I'm untamable type nigga. Like, we could compromise, shorty, but I ain't even that type of nigga. Like, for real, I'm a boss ass nigga. Like, you either come with this shit, bringing something to the table, I'm cool on the table, for real.
Not on some real shit. Like, explain to people how it is when you can have any woman you want, but you don't want every woman.
Yeah, I don't want every woman. I want somebody who fit me and my caliber. You feel me? Like, as far as what I need out of my woman, it's real simple. It could really be simple. You know what I'm saying? Her to have some drive and emotion about herself to get some money. I ain't got no kids, so I ain't really dealing with. Like, if I damn near gotta blame your baby daddy, you damn near already on the sour list. Like, damn, I gotta smoke your baby daddy. Like,
no. Let me ask you this: What's the craziest shit you ever had with like a groupie bitch?
Bro, all kind of shit, bro. Like, I can't even, man. I done had bitches fake pregnancies, all kind of shit, bro. I done had a motherfucker pregnant by a whole nother nigga, bro, but stalking me like it's really mine. On my soul. I'm talking about real.
Break that shit down.
Real scary shit, bro. Met a motherfucker. We fucked around. And I was strapped, right? This the whole crazy part about it, right? I hear shorty, I'm strapped. And this bitch talking about something. I'm pregnant, woo woo. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I remember putting the joint on. I wasn't that fucked up, woo woo. Bitch going to this bitch so crazy, bro. And you know where she from? Chicago, nigga. This bitch from the Rack gonna tell me. Yeah, I bit a hole in that motherfucker. I was like, damn, what the fuck? The demon time was crazy. Hey, I was fucked up. I was like, what? And me being the type of way I was at the time, I really believe that shit. Because I just know motherfuckers be crazy like that. I was like, it's a chance she probably did. Because how adamantly she was on my ass about this fucking shorty, right? It was crazy style how she was at the pressure was crazy, bro. This motherfucker was popping up the places and shit. Yeah. This motherfucker was popping up the places, weird as hell, stalking me, coming to my building, fucking bringing my buzzard and shit, like crazy shit, bro. That's some shit I don't be telling my dukes everything. I had to tell my mom about that shit. This bitch is so crazy. I had to tell my mama. I'm like, Ma, I got a real crazy Looney Tune on my shit, right? But deep down in my mind, I'm like, this bitch playing. But she really was trying to put that motherfucker on me, popping up. She bust her best move to try to put that baby on me. Knowingly, and I knew she knew that shit was probably somebody else's baby. You feel me? So when I finally lost her, let me tell you something. I did a tour day with Dirk and them some years ago, right? And we was all going to Detroit, and we was leaving Chicago, and we all stopped at this little gas station next to Taco Bell, and I went to Taco Bell before we hit the road to go to Detroit for the show, and I seen that bitch random as hell. That shit was like seeing the ghost. I was like, I seen that Taco Bell walking out while I'm walking in. I had seen that bitch like a year or two. It was like it was crazy. And then she got the nerve to tell me, like now she wanted to confess and say, oh yeah, that wasn't you, it wasn't yours, and this and that, and this with this little demon smile.
She ready to break
this
the story down.
demon smile and all this. I was just like, bitch, I knew that shit was, man, y'all ass a demon. She taught me some shit though. That's be the reason why I don't be fucking with you hoes like that. I done dealt with these crazy ass bitches like they think I'll be fucking with y'all. I'll be skeptical as hell. Women can be a fucking angel or demon. Like they could curse you or fucking a woman can bless you or curse you, man. Know that. Playing with women, make sure you gotta be, these women, they gonna do two things to you. Make sure you gonna get one that's bless you, because the other one she gonna curse your ass, bro. Women is different.
You gonna get married, bro?
I mean, marriage ain't gotta be the thing right now. I just need a real solid motherfucker. If anything, like somebody who fit my lifestyle and just what I'm looking for. And like I say, like, I ain't even really looking. I'm into attracting. I ain't gotta search for everything. Whatever come my way, Spirits know what I need. But every man definitely needs some grounding woman, balance them out, you feel me? I just need a badass motherfucker. Ain't got too many problems coming with her. Just really want to be a nigga piece. Like I say, got a little emotion by herself. Ain't into superficial things. Ain't into doing everything every bitch doing on the internet. Right. She ain't like screaming for attention that's outside of regular woman attention, you feel me? Okay. And we good, like, out the way. You can't be what I am, and that we ain't gonna make it. You feel me? I'm already spicy. You know what I'm saying? We both can't be around here on the same shit. I need balance. I need to come to the crib and know, bam, I could cut my phone. I'll put that bitch on silent mode. Shorty gonna sit here, take care of nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be some real grounding, real basic, foundation here. Like outside of all the Hollywood, just the bullshit. Like I'm cool on that type shit.
Now, I know you spoke on Lil Durk. I want to ask you, I've asked like a lot of the musicians that come up about the YSL trial of Thug. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about just the government and these prosecutors just basically prosecuting musicians based on their lyrics? How do you feel about that?
That's the bullshit part of it. As we talking about law, that's a lawful question. I would say they shouldn't be able to prosecute them based on that. Because it go against one of the amendments, you know what I'm saying? So that's some bullshit. That's like a reach. If you're gonna catch these people, just catch them with all the evidence and put the evidence together. By trying to tell them that they rapping about what they did and trying to make that's too much work. That's too much. Like it's creativity involved. So everything you say, not saying every rap nigga, but a lot of things people say don't mean they did it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is still being creative. They still talking about things to go towards a certain crowd and get their point across to certain people. So everything they saying gonna be verbatim truth. So that's stupid to be using, people lyrics in them.
When you see all these Ricos and stuff like that, does it make you conscious about what kind of music you make?
It make me nervous. I hate the word, bro. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Rico is crazy because I know when they first started coming with that, what it did to my city. Like, I know so many niggas got snatched under that act. Like, I don't even want to say the word. Like, they created that shit so they could just take a massive amount of niggas and Latins and just throw their ass in jail. That's what they created it for. You know what I'm saying? They created that shit so they could say, you know what? We know something about this nigga we got for sure, but we want to add you with it, and we gonna make every nigga that y'all hang out with be a part of it. Even if we ain't got y'all, we want all y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got two niggas and you want to put everybody involved in that shit, man. That's a reach. That's a fucking finesse to throw everybody in fucking jail. That's all that shit is for real.
100%. Now let me ask you this. You know, we about 2 years removed from the pandemic. So how was your career? How did it turn, or how did it change, or just how was your career during the pandemic?
I ain't gonna lie. We looked at the pandemic like shit was finna go crazy, and that shit went up. I seen more money than I ever seen in the pandemic. I ain't gonna lie. I seen more money in the pandemic than I ever seen in my life, bitch, or my mama. Shout out to Trump. Fuck what you heard or thought. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You feel me? Straight up. Niggas are seeing yay. And we got on the road then. We made the best of it. Me and my niggas, we got to some racks and we hit the road. We was on the road nonstop through the whole pandemic.
How was that? How was just the life changing with everything being shut down and a lot of places?
See, that's the thing. See, everything was shut down, but not everywhere. We went to every place that still was busting. And the places we went to was busting. Atlanta was going crazy because they wasn't shutting down shit. They didn't give a fuck about that shit. We went to Atlanta, they was moving along. We had 3-4 clubs a day, bottles. Interviews, all that shit.
You know
outside
that,
studios to 6-7 in the morning every day. Motion. Some places in Cali was still open. You know, we went to places that was moving. And we continued to do what we do. We was piping up, performing, breaking records, shooting videos. My nigga copped the Herbo feature. Shit, all kind of shit was going down.
I want it. So what you got coming? We almost into 2025 now. Mm-hmm. So what do you got coming for like the next 2 years?
I mean, man, I could say what I want to come, but I just know it's gonna be some amazing shit happen, continuously happen. I got things that I'm doing right now I ain't gonna talk about. I'm waiting for them to manifest, so I ain't gonna put them out. But for sure, I want y'all to know Trauma the Tape coming out 2025. Trauma the Tape, TIAUMA. Trauma the Tape. Yeah, I've been promoting it already, 19 songs of theirs. A lot of shit I've been sitting on and waiting to get rid of it. You might have heard some, most you didn't. It's a collective of music on there. It's a nice ass little variety, a lot of features on there. Some shit on there I need to get out. Shooting videos to it, you know, getting the music out there most importantly. Got a couple different situations with some clothing labels and shit. Shout out to Boy London.
Now we put a question box for the fans, and one of the questions that stood out to me that I want to ask you for them, they asked, do you listen to any music in Gary besides your own? Like, do you listen to other Gary artists?
Yeah, of course. I listen to D Brown. I listen to man, I listen to a lot of niggas. I listen to Young Boy down there on Fifth, Rizzle. Man, it's a lot of artists. I listen to COA Boy. I listen to what's my nigga from out here, EC. Just dropped the joint. Bink. I listen to Bink. There's a lot of dope niggas around here still, you know what I'm saying? Sure, I definitely got a couple more other niggas, of course, Mud Jeff, you know what I'm saying? Mud Dog, man, it's a lot of upcoming niggas. Listen to my nigga A-Bab right here.
Shout out to upcoming. Shout out to everybody upcoming.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas out here dope. Still listen to Al Coleon, the originals, Rick Jilla, still tapped in with Real Skrilla. That's my brother. You know? It's talent out here. See, I'm always gonna be tapped in. I'm gonna be always be tapped into certain niggas out here because we got real bondage. You know what I'm saying? This shit be deeper than music. I'm bonded with some of these brothers through the mud. We struggled together. We did certain things together to eat and survive. When you do that, that's a different type of bond. It's like going to jail with a nigga and y'all surviving your bunkie and he really one of them niggas. Most of the time when it's like that, you get out, y'all niggas gonna get some paper together. And y'all niggas you gonna know how real it is. You feel me? You're gonna know how real it is. It's a different type of.
I definitely locked in a lot of.
One thing about being plugged with niggas from the mud, it's a different type of understanding. Like, I got shit, the type of bond with some of my niggas, can't nobody take that away because y'all wasn't there with us when we was in the most darkest places of our life. You feel me? If you ain't never been with niggas and rats and roaches on no motherfucking crates and beds and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying, noodles every day, you don't understand like real bondage. You feel me? That type of struggle and that type of shit you done deal with niggas, it's a different type of bond, man. Nothing come between that. Like, I don't give a fuck if I go out of town for 90 days. If we real niggas, we gonna treat each other the same after that 90. Even if I don't talk to you. That's what real the guys is. Like, you ain't gotta talk to niggas every day, but when you link with niggas, know that the bond's still there. I'm still here for you. Gonna look out for each other. Ain't gonna slime you out, backdoor you, snitch on you, no fuck nigga shit, none of that. You know? That's what real bonds come through from hard times. So my mama.
Have you ever been to like one of your class reunions?
Hell nah, maybe like one.
Like, how do it feel just coming back and they just see like what type of nigga that you are now?
Oh, it definitely be a lot of love, like from people that I went to shit like that for sure. It be love. It definitely be hella love. People know what we doing. They hear about it or they see it. And yeah, it's definitely appreciated. But it's more appreciated because these are people you come up with. You feel me? Exactly. But even though a lot of these people didn't know you was coming like that though.
Yeah. And
but
they see you just
the type of nigga I was,
you know
I never had to overreach or overwhoop for fame. Like I say, I'm always gonna be a person that show. I'm not gonna be doing no clout chasing, dick sucking ass, fag ass, fuck nigga shit like niggas do on the internet all day. I'm not manipulating videos to make it seem like it's something it ain't. I'm not showing you something that we ain't got. I'm not telling you a story we ain't did. You feel me? Like, this shit real over here. And niggas already know what it is. We done did it in front of niggas. You feel me? So if it ain't authentic, then I don't even want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people definitely didn't do that. But like I said, I never had to overreach for fame. Even though I was in the streets in high school, hanging with grown-ass men and getting in the clubs and all kind of shit, I still kept a B average because I ain't no goofy. I ain't want to fail my mama. She was already working 2 jobs to keep the lights on. You feel me? I ain't want to break her heart. You know what I'm saying? And, they just cut our live off. They was hating.
Oh, that's cool. We almost wrap it up.
And you know, shit like that. But what was he talking about again? I lost all. No. Oh yeah. Because I was, like I said, I was hooping, so I was a star basketball player. I got my picture right by the gym in my high school. You feel me?
That's hard. You
know, like I said, I could have went to college. I just tried to go to another college, and I fucked off my partial scholarship. I would have did some things different if I knew what I knew now. If I knew about how much pain the streets is going. What I thought was gonna happen and what happened was 2 different things. So of course, if I knew what was gonna happen and how hard the struggle was gonna be to get to where I got to, I would have definitely just took the easy route. And they wasn't giving niggas money like they giving niggas now in college. That would have made me take that route even more. You feel me? They giving niggas money to hoop and football and shit in college. Shit,
I would have NFL talent.
I would have went straight. No, I would have went NBA talent. At least the college route for sure. We'd have been getting some college money because I had a partial scholarship for a college in Indiana at the time, and I was deeply involved in that basketball shit.
That's hard. So before we get up out of here, man, let them know all your handles. You know, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Most importantly, if you really want to know who I am, just type in the name, anything, Wikipedia, like whatever. Yoson, Yoson, last name Tala. Yoson, Yoson. No A's in Yoson, no H's, none of that. The one and only too. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel when you see Herb son? You feel like little bro took your name?
I don't know where they got it from, but people be asking me that all the time. And because I ain't never, like I said, when I took the name from my cousin who passed, nobody around here was named that name. And I looked it up online and nobody's name was that name. Yeah, his son's name spelled different though, but nobody had that name, period. So I might been influenced some type of way through a third party or something. You never know. But yeah.
All right. Scounty Podcast, man. I definitely appreciate you coming through. My
Appreciate
boy, the one and
man.
only, the infamous Yoson Tala.
Love, man.